things first, let me apologize to Eric. Not Eric. Eric is my mouth already. Erling Haaland. I know at the beginning of the episode, if we at this point, editor, just flip back to that moment where I was talking about Nunes and Haaland first. I think it was our first episode.
Yes.
I think I said some really unbecoming things. I think Nunes will probably have a better start of the season. Like, have a better start in the sport.
But
so,
obviously, Nunes over Haaland any day.
Do you think they're both 20-goal strikers?
Maybe not in their first season, but eventually they will get
20 Premier League goals or 20 season
Premier League
goals?
goals.
Premier League goals.
Yes.
Ha!
Shaky.
If Haaland did anything under 15, I'll be disappointed.
I wasn't informed. They didn't tell me. I wasn't informed.
You didn't get the memo.
No, I didn't. And I did some Haaland and Nunes comparison. While we were away, Nunes
was also away.
He was away. Precisely. Nunes was away. Again, shout out to Sam OJ. In case I think all throughout this episode, we should just at any point in time, anything, just give Sam OJ a shout out. He did well and chickened out of this episode. He could have been here to save himself, but he's not here. Anyway, while we're away again, I think Haaland became a terror. So this episode really is about Haaland. And I think I predicted maybe 20 goals or stuff like that. I can't remember what I said, but I know it was one ridiculously low number. And I compared that. I said maybe Nunes might be 15 or stuff like that.
Yes,
and
correct.
Bruh,
No, it's
this
looking closer
is
to
October.
50.
This is October, and every word I said, I eat it. I eat it. So let's start with Boogie, not you. Grant. Yes, Haaland.
I said it. Told you so. This is I told you so. Like
Sadly.
starting from Salzburg to Dortmund, like you could see this guy was a beast, regardless of what team they were playing. Because you see the Champions League, they were meeting big teams in Champions League, and even when they lost, even from Salzburg, when they lost, they felt it. The other team felt it. Who be this guy? Who be this guy? Hat tricks upon hat tricks upon hat tricks. Each club he has gone to more goals than games. So that's. I don't want to sound blasphemous, but that Ronaldo factor, I think he has it. And that Ronaldo factor is not all about talent.
Yeah.
There's just that, like they've been saying on the internet these days, he's got that dog in him. That's that thing. He doesn't like to lose, right? But he just so happened to be on clubs before that kind of lost a bit more than he would have wanted. But personally, he did everything not to lose.
Particularly in Dortmund, there was this coach rotation that was going on. I think Peter Bosch, there was this person, there was that. That was happening quite a lot. I think Jesse March as well and stuff like that. And then those transitions, however, he stayed consistent. He stayed
consistent. He was the one constant. So from a long time ago, you could already see this guy's the kind of player he was, and the world let him go to City. Should have done everything we could. Putin should have waged war, whatever. Anybody. But they let him go to City, and we are experiencing what we're always going to experience. He's probably he has turned the EPL now to Farmers League.
Anyway, so let's move on. Away from Haaland issues.
we will discuss Nigeria and I'll talk about Haaland in there.
At this point, he's inevitable. Haaland is Thanos right now.
60 seconds, I'm counting 60 seconds.
To be fair, like you said, I think we saw it coming. Yeah. And what's for me has surprised me is not the fact that he's even scoring goals. Is I've seen him unlock a few things. So that every time I saw him, right, he's scoring first touch or one touch, he's scoring goals. Like, that's not, a lot of people can do this. Mm-hmm. And then I felt like I was watching his game, how he was when they would cross the ball, and he wasn't doing so great in that part in the first maybe 2-3 games. Yeah. And then I saw the one that happened against United. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I think he's showing that. And then I saw the pass that he gave Foden. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that's a kid. And I was like, then I became more excited for me personally because I'm like, there's more to the player than just scoring. The last game again, running to the middle of the field to get the ball. So that's what we're really looking for from a player, and that's what makes him, for me, even more interesting. And I don't even think he might not break the records that people are even hoping for. He might, and I'll tell you why. Now a lot of teams are focused on stopping Haaland. But what they have done ultimately is that letting everybody else score. Yeah. So if you do 4-0, Haaland will score maybe just one, but everybody else is going to do. And then it works, and it's fine. So they might succeed in holding him a bit, but they'll just make the club out make it.
What I was going to chip in on that is when I see Haaland actually, and I hate that I'm back here, and this is the place I hate being. I remember two players I've never liked in football. I've never liked them, and it's not because they were not good. It was because they were too good. They were really too good, and I disliked them. First person was Effenberg. I really disliked him. He was just too bloody effective. Like he was just bloody effective. Second player was Thierry Henry. I never liked Henry, and it wasn't that he was not good. It was just that I'm like, come on, like don't. He would just run and then. So what I'm getting actually is that Henry vibes where you know what he's going to do.
But you can't stop.
You know he's going to do it. Yes, he will do it. And you will still, and you watch him, and you will think, will he do it? And you know he will do it. And you will come back next game, and you'll still do it. And that's my biggest. I'm getting to the point where I'm not liking Haaland, and it's not because Haaland is bad. It's just that. Yeah.
And to add to that, what you said now about people, defenders now watching out for him and trying to stop him, I honestly don't think that's going to work on him.
No.
Because this is not a player that just suddenly started scoring, that came to DP and like, oh, I'm breaking out. He has been doing this. It's not like they didn't think, this guy is a problem. Let's watch out for him. Yeah. At Salzburg, I'm sure defenders in the league, in the Austrian league, were like, this guy, every day they're playing him. Yep. I need to stop him. I need to stop him. Went to Bundesliga, where he was facing Bayern Munich and Leipzig and co. These defenders too were planning for him now. They could not stop him. Champions League, he was meeting all these big teams. They were planning for him. If all those people could not stop him, and he has gotten to the Premier League where everybody swore, the pace of the Premier League, they are also, these defenders are strong, they're this, they're that, and he's still doing it. I don't think, what's going to change?
How many goals do you think he scored this season?
League or total?
Both. Wait, so tell me league, tell me total.
I think for league, I think he would do, he's on 15.
I'm not sure, I'll check.
Thereabouts.
Help us and check. You said guys, watch. Help us and check.
I think he should comfortably do 33.
Oh.
And the reason I do 33 deliberately is just to break that record, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I stay at 33. Yeah. I think a 50 goal season will not be a bad season.
Overall, right?
Yeah,
overall. I actually think the league he'll crack 40 in the league.
It will not be a bad idea. I
am confident. I am
mean,
confident that Haaland will crack 40 goals in the league. Now overall depends. Will they probably won't play him for cup games and stuff like that. Knowing Guardiola,
I think Pep might try him for an FA Cup actually. Like if he gets to the final, or if he gets to like
those latest.
Probably. So that's where the issue might be. That's what might reduce his goal tally. Because if he was going to play all these other tournaments, almost. And after not scoring in the last Champions League game, he might. Okay, he didn't play. So that's a game gone. That's what I'm saying. So when he plays the next game, like people like this, like I said, he has that Ronaldo factor, right? They're actually thinking about these things that we're talking about. Haaland is sitting down. I'm like, man, I need to crack this fourth. I need to beat Salah's record. I need to. Who is the other guy again? Who might be in this conversation with me that wants to beat Salah's record? How many goals might Mbappe score? And that's how Ronaldo and Messi are. They're highly competitive.
I was coming to that. Yeah. I also think there's some form of thing going on in his head where last year everyone seemed like they were focused on Mbappe for some reason, and then the move that never happened. Shout out to Booking again. Shout out to Lockdown, just in case you forgot. Shout out to you again. Checking that of this show. And then Haaland suddenly picked up real steam, and Mbappe seemed to be losing steam. Not because whatever Mbappe's reasons are. However, in this, maybe like if we're in last April, we had this discussion about Mbappe and Haaland. We will all be like, Mbappe is. Right now, we're not having that discussion is never happening. It's never happening. So I'm assuming maybe next season Mbappe decides to pick up and get real steam, and then we start
January if he leaves.
Oh well, whatever.
Because let's be honest, if Mbappe was at Real Madrid right now,
oh yes,
with Vinicius and Modric and Cruz,
will you still take Mbappe?
Right now,
yes.
I would take him, but I would take something from him. Like I would. So it's a thing of honor, right? Respect. Like you gave Real Madrid big Ella, right? We have a very, very proud president, proud board. They're not just going to be like, He's available again.
It's wrong.
Get him. Now it will be a thing of, okay, that's your salary that we're going to pay you.
Yeah.
Do you really want to come here? If you are going to come here, you're going to have to lose something also. That pay is going to, or slash that pay.
We'll give you the jersey number 17.
Yeah, things like that. Like,
Do you think he'll take it though?
so
Mbappe comes across as a very proud.
And my quick response is, personally, I won't touch Mbappe. I think every day Mbappe gives me a reason to not want to sign him in my club.
yeah, and it's not about his talent.
No, his talent
It's not
is-
about his talent.
it's
It has
every
nothing to do with his
every
talent.
other
Yeah, that
thing,
things. Yo, yeah. So I actually, you're right, and I think for that they might not want to. But I'm saying that if the argument came up in the board and like, okay, we have to take this guy
If Mbappe
because
becomes available for some
yeah,
reason.
especially for something that I know we're going to discuss later. But we don't want these guys catching up with us. This or that one.
yeah.
We need an Mbappe to increase that gap. What's up? Then they'll say, okay, let's compromise. He needs to understand that Madrid, we're on a certain level, right? So we're taking you, yes, but we are taking you, not that you are coming to us. Do you understand?
Fair.
That's what I think.
So let me same conversation about Haaland. Let's imagine Haaland. How old is Haaland?
Haaland is
23, I think. I think he's about to be 23 soon when his birthday. I
Let's
checked
say
recently.
Haaland does. I give Pep like maybe 3 more seasons at City.
Why do people say that?
I think Pep.
He might want to go and win somewhere
Yes.
else, right? He might get tired.
I think so.
No.
I think so. But hold on. Let's just speculate. Like I give him 3 more seasons. I say Haaland maybe 4 more seasons. Where do you think see Haaland going to next?
Like if he had to leave Man U in 4 years, where
He's
would
not
he
at
be?
Man U.
Sorry, Man City. My bad. Man. The two number.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he had to leave Man City in 4 years.
4
I
years.
think it depends on where Madrid is at the time, or where Barcelona also is.
Yeah,
Like,
it
where
would more
those
likely
clubs
be
are.
those
It's
one
just-
of those.
like
two, yes.
it's like
You don't think that?
these are places that
Abayam
you
will
start
come
is
back.
going-
Tradition
you need to, yeah.
for great players.
For great
There's
players,
You don't
that.
think
there.
that? How about Bayern? Because I think Bayern lost out on
If he's
on
at
the-
Man City for 4 years, I don't think he
It
goes.
goes back to Bayern.
Bayern.
No. That's a back
Yeah.
move, and that's what we talked about Leroy. Like you, Sani, like you're doing City and then you go to Bayern, and we don't remember Sani as much anymore. I don't think that's a move. Greatness for him is going to Madrid, Barcelona,
Yes.
and then sign.
Okay. Then last thing on Erling Haaland. Let's think about it this way. He's not in the World Cup. He's sitting at home. All the players are off to the World Cup. He's probably trained against Scott Carson or someone
Walking
else.
out under the water.
Yeah, like stuff like that, and then come back in. I think it's 20th of December, something like that. And the league is back. Everybody's burning and balling and all of that stuff. What if he gets injured? Say we have a Stoke-like situation. Say Stoke decides to have some mole in the league and do
I
stuff
don't
like
think
that.
Obaro
But-
likes that hypothetical.
Yeah, just saying.
What happens? What do you mean about it? So what happens?
What if he gets injured for
And he'll
like a
recover.
2 months injury? You know those kind
When
of.
he's done.
What if he has a Van Dijk?
Why? What if he doesn't?
Shame na question. Go answer. Will you answer?
No, but what? Injured is injured. Nothing we can do about it now. We move on. I think what will happen is maybe City will struggle a game or two, and they'll get back to play for.
So let me ask this question. I know the question. This is like a chicken and egg question. Does Haaland make Pep better, or does Pep make Haaland better?
I think it's both, obviously. Pep we would see things in Mbappe we will see things in Haaland that we've never seen.
Yeah, sure.
We will at some point. Like that's his Pep's goal. How can I make a player better? We will see that. But ultimately, which we hope, is that Haaland will deliver him the UCL, and then
Do
the
you
story
think
can
that
rest.
happens?
I mean, Madrid still exists, so I don't know how that's
You
going to
won't
work
win
out.
the UCL for 5 years.
But
Come on.
I mean,
You never know.
I mean, there was a time we won 4 and 5 though. So
What I'm going to do is this.
It's Madrid people. Camera, can we like take
Where I'm going with all of this is, I think Pep did the right thing. Last thing on this Haaland situations, Haaland was worth 58 million pounds, I think, thereabouts. But that figure, forget about all the other muted figures and payments and bonuses and all of
Which
this.
is normal.
Yeah, normal. How much do you think Haaland is worth right now in the market?
no. After what the performance he has put up this season, it's I don't know if you can put a price on that, because I don't know if you can put a price, because
It's more than Neymar's.
because it looks like Guardiola had been rubbing his hands, implementing certain tactics and plays, and just did not have the person to execute. And then Haaland just fell in his lap and was like, okay, we can start trying all these toys I've had around. We can start playing with.
Even if Haaland was 120 million, 200 million, he was the guy to buy. Like you needed
he
to
was.
buy.
Yes.
You
Like
needed it. It was
all eyes were on him. Like they
needed
really let him go to Pep.
Okay, anyway, that's that on Erling Haaland. Just a last shout out before we go. Last shout out to Sam OJ again, checking out of this show.
Nunes.
And Nunes, we are coming to Nunes next, but so
They've both
just
been absent.
Stay tuned. Thank you. Yes. Sorry, before we go, remember to subscribe, like, share, comment, give your neighbor, your friends, people you don't like and people you like.
Yep.